This video segment is exploring Corecon's estimating cost database and specifically the crews feature. This is one of several training videos addressing Corecon's estimating cost database. We recommend that you review the estimating cost database for labor items and equipment items before addressing this subject. We'll go to Cost Database, the main menu, and we're on the subject Crews. Crews are made up of labor and equipment items and can be added to an estimate in which it will act similar to a work assembly. Labor and equipment items are the only two items added to a crew. A crew does not include work items or materials. Before you begin creating crews, make sure that all labor items that will be referenced in the crew have been established and their cost and bill rates defined. Like labor equipment items that will be referenced in the crew should be in the system and their hourly runtime rates defined. Although optional, it is recommended that you have established your master cost code list or classification codes in global settings so that these can be used to group or filter crews. Let's begin by adding a new crew. From the main menu Cost Database, go down to Crews and Actions and Add Manually. We're going to give this crew a code which is definable and a description. Next we'll enter daily output. In this field, enter the average daily output quantity and units. The quantity represents the typical number of units that can be installed in a normal shift, for example 8 hours. If this information is unknown, simply enter 1 for the quantity and the unit of measure each, and click Add Next. Next, from the labor items, we'll select those items and the number of individuals working that make up this crew. I'm going to start by changing the page size view so that more items can be seen on one page. Then we'll go down and pick up a few of the employees that make up our crew. We're going to include 1 project manager, some equipment operators, a flagman, and we'll add 2 truck drivers. Next to each one of the workers that we've selected, we need to put the quantity of individuals. So we'll have 1, 1, and we have 1 there. Then we'll click Add Next. Next, we're going to add the equipment that usually belongs with this crew. So we're going to reset the number of records we can see on one page. We're going to add a dozer, a hydraulic excavator, a grader, 2 dump trucks, and a crew pickup. Again, we need to add the quantities of each. We'll just go back to the ones we checked. And then we'll click Add Next. We want to classify this crew. So we're going to select our master cost code list. I'm going to select overall earthwork, but I'm also going to do the same thing at a second tier. And we're going to select excavation and fill and click Finish. That option allows us to add items to the estimate using the auto populate option, which will create the work breakdown structure as the crew items are added to the estimate. So we're back to the estimating crew details. We see the number of workers with an average of 8 hours a day, cost and sell rate. The second section is the list of the equipment, the number of the equipment in this crew with a cost and sell rate. We also have a summary of the cost and the classifications that we've added. If you need to edit any of these items, you do have the option to delete individual line items. For example, let's take out the backhoe. or you can click Edit above each section and make changes. In the case of the equipment, I want to add another crew truck to this, so I'm just going to click Import to the right of that one, and I can search for that. Back to Cost Database. If you'd like to know more about this subject, we encourage you to go to the help articles, to Cost Database, to Crews. The information covered in this training video, as well as additional and more detailed information, is found in this article, and you may find that useful.